With crowds that surpassed last week's million-person march and a fury fueled by what they see as police brutality against protesters this week, Hong Kong hit the streets, peacefully but persistently, bringing demands that the chief executive resign, even after softening her insistence on the controversial extradition law that started all this.
I don't believe her.
On Saturday, Hong Kong leader Carrie Lam put the law on hold indefinitely.
The best way forward is to pause and think.
They're yelling the students were not violent and the police were. This is one of the calls that's come forward today. These people should be feeling a sense of victory that the government did seem to back down. But the same anger and frustration remains that for all of these masses of voices, no one is listening.
And more banners demanding what they call the wicked law be scrapped once and for all, for many who are worried that if accused of any crime, they could be sent to the mainland for trial. What are you afraid of?
China. Just afraid of China because we have absolutely no confidence in the judicial system of China.
Andrew's a Canadian living in Hong Kong now. He thinks the only reason Carrie Lam relented a little was because of the street demonstrations, especially more violent ones last Wednesday.
Unfortunately, the bloodshed made a difference. To be honest, I don't think all these peaceful demonstrations would have made a difference.
There was an emotional stop on today's march, a flowery memorial to the first protester to die. After standing on a scaffolding yesterday with anti-government slogans on his raincoat, police say he jumped to the street below. That yellow raincoat is quickly becoming a symbol of this movement.
So we feel this is really unfair, and that's why we have to bring the flowers to express we are with him, and also to respect what he did for us.
More than 6 hours after it started, the protest wound its way to the Hong Kong legislature, ending in a surprise. A written statement from the government saying Lam wished to apologize for the way she handled all of this, but she did not scrap the controversial law that brought all these people out here.
So, Saša, it's Monday morning there now, the cleanup clearly underway. What is next for the protests?
Well, that's not clear, though it's sure some form of demonstration will continue now that the protesters seem to have momentum. Today's newspaper credits the march for forcing the apology. There's a general strike that's been called for Monday, and with unions and businesses also opposing the extradition law, there could be some sort of impact. But you know, much of this depends on what Chief Executive Carrie Lam does. And so far, her moves have been a little unpredictable.
All right, Saša, thanks very much.